Hello students, welcome back to the science class. Last week we have learned about the organs responsible for the gas exchange. Today we're going to learn about smoking and the damages brought by the smoking. So without further ado, let's begin our lesson. Every time you smoke a cigarette, toxic gases passes into your lungs, then into the bloodstream, where it spreads to every organs in your body. A cigarette is made as the tobacco leaves, which contain the nicotine and other compounds. As tobacco and other compounds burns, it releases thousands of dangerous chemicals, over 40 known to cause the cancer. Tobacco companies do not declare the ingredients of their product, but it is known by the analysis that they contain over 4,000 different chemicals, many of which are toxic. The main components of cigarette smoke pose a threat to human health, which are tar, which contain carcinogens, carbon monoxide, and nicotine. Tar and carcinogens cause damage to the gas exchange systems, while the nicotine and carbon monoxide cause the damage to the cardiovascular systems. Lung diseases are the major cause of the illness and death in worldwide. Smoking damages two main parts of your lungs, which are the airways, known as the bronchial tubes, and the small air sacs, known as the alveoli. Smoking irritates the lining in your bronchial tubes, making them to swell and make mucus. Smoking also makes the movement of the cilia slow, making the smoke and the mucus to stay in your lungs. While you're sleeping, some of the cilia recovers and start to push more pollutants and mucus out of your lungs. When you wake up, your body attempts to expel this material by coughing repeatedly, known as the smoker cough. And over the time, the chronic bronchitis develops as your cilia stop working. Your airways becomes clogged with scars and mucus, and breathing becomes difficult. Your lungs are now more vulnerable to future disease. Cigarette smoke also damages your alveoli, making it harder for the oxygens and carbon dioxide to exchange with your blood. Over the time, only a little oxygen can reach your blood, and you may develop emphysema, which is the conditions when you need to gasp every time you breathe, and you need an oxygen tube under your nose in order to breathe. So, chronic bronchitis and emphysema are collectively known as COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. COPD is a gradual loss of the ability to breathe, and there is no cure for that. Tar in tobacco smoke contains several substances that are carcinogens. Lung cancer takes 20 to 30 years to develop. Most of the growth of the tumor occurs before there are any symptoms. The most common symptoms of the lung cancer is coughing up blood, which is the cause of the tissue damage. People with the lung cancer have chest pain and find it difficult to breathe. And it is rare for the cancer to be diagnosed before it reaches 1 centimeter in diameter. The two main components of tobacco smoke which cause the short-term effects on the cardiovascular systems are nicotine and carbon monoxide. When the nicotine flows through your adrenal glands, it releases the epinephrine, which is the hormone that increases the blood pressure. In addition, nicotine and carbon dioxide can damage the inner walls of your arteries. Fatty deposits known as plaque can build up and injure sites and can become large enough to narrow your arteries and reduces the blood flow, resulting in conditions called arteriosclerosis. In coronary artery disease, arteriosclerosis can narrow the arteries that supply your heart, resulting in the decreasing of the oxygen supply to your heart muscles, which increase the risk for heart attack. Smoking also increases your risk for the blood clots because it causes the platelets in your blood to clump together. Smoking also increases the peripheral vascular disease, in which the arteriosclerotic plaques blocks the large arteries in your arms and in your legs. Smoking also increases the abdominal aortic aneurysm, which is the weakening or the swelling of your aortic, which runs to your abdomen. Smoking can cause infertility to both men and women. If a pregnant woman smokes during her pregnancy, she exposes her baby to the dangerous chemicals, which can increase the risk of the low birth weight, infant death, miscarriage, miscarriage, preterm delivery, and many more. Smoking is also dangerous for a mother who is breastfeeding. Nicotine passes to the baby through the breast milk, which causes the restlessness, vomiting, diarrhea, rapid heartbeat, and many more. I think that's all about our lesson today. Don't forget to do the exercise on Edmodo, and see you!